Hello, welcome to the Tea Party Hardy channel. Wow, you are living in different times when the media actually admits what they're doing. Black Lives Matter movement reshapes the media landscape. That's not the confession I'm talking about. This one is. The media industry is under another inflection point in the way the Me Too, what happened to the ad? The Me Too movement reshaped newsrooms, sparked debate, and purged. There it is. They're admitting, dude, the purge is here and it's thick. And boy, is it. This is a list of just some of the purged in the last few days. And purged bad actors from positions of authority. The Black Lives Matter movement is bringing about a similar upheaval by putting questions about race and reporting on the center stage. No, they're purging. And this article is about their purging. 4 top editors have resigned their positions in the last few days, 2 on Monday. And it feels like this could be just the beginning of an extended reckoning within the business. What happened to the reckoning after Russia? After you guys lied for 2.5 years, what happened to that reckoning? We have to wait for you to stand around and shoot yourselves? That's just crazy. Similar to the... Dude, it's the Me Too movement. Learn how to talk digital. Max Tari observed, all of these are in one way or another the result of current former staff speaking up and pressuring companies to not tolerate patterns of bad decisions and behavior. But that's not what's happening. No, what's happening is, do you disagree with them? These people were all fired not for bad decisions, not for bad behavior. They were fired because they disagreed. You are now in the era of, if you don't kneel, you will die. We will get you. We're coming for you. Outside the resignations, important conversation are taking place in... Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Now they're going to go back to lying. Outside the resignations, important conversations are taking place among reporters, editors, and executives. Pretty sure the definition of conversation is more than one person talks. That is not what is occurring either in this video or in those newsrooms. It is one side yelling at the other side, and if the other side disagrees, you fired. The New York Times, let's see. They're not only unfolding in national outlets like the New York Times, editor fired, other editor fired, but local outlets like the Philadelphia Inquirer, editor fired, and all for Black Lives Matter for daring to present, in the New York Times case, an author who has a different point of view, or in the case of the Philadelphia Inquirer, that he too had a different point of view. You fired, purged. And they're not surface-level conversations. They're not even conversations, dude. Look up what the word means. These not conversations are digging deeper and raising important questions about issues of race and fairness in the newsroom across America. Really? Is it fair to work at the Philadelphia Inquirer for 20 years? Is it fair to work at the New York Times and be one of their most honored, it's hard to say that about the New York Times, editors, and be fired because of what you think? Is that fair? And is it not based on their race? Because, hello, all these guys that got fired, whitey. Some of which strike to the core of the mission and purpose of the new orgs. At the New York Times, I don't care. Not going to read it. Let's get down to what Axios is up to, because it's kind of funny. You want some lies? Let's give you some bold-faced lies. So, yeah, I'm skipping over all these tons of people that are already fired. Oh, many changed the left. We're not done. Off with their heads. And they did. As I alluded to above, Axios leadership was asked Monday whether reporters are permitted to participate in the protests sweeping the country. No, but they're sweeping afterwards because of all the destruction. According to an email contained by Edmund Lee and Ben Smith, the CEO, Jim Vandahay, told the staff the answer is, get ready for it. Yes. First, let me say we proudly, this is hard to say without laughing, support and encourage you to, it's hard not to laugh, I can't do it, to exercise your rights to free speech, press, and the protest. If you're arrested or meet harm while exercising these rights, Axios will stand behind you and use the family fund to cover your bail or assist with medical bills. First, let me say we proudly support and encourage you to exercise your right to free speech. And then the presumption is immediately after that you will be on the side of the protesters who are doing all the destruction. Otherwise, you don't need the medical bills. And you don't get arrested. Yeah. So, no. What they're saying is the same thing every communist says. First, let me say, we, the Communist Party, proudly support and encourage your exercise to the rights of free speech that match what we say. If you don't agree with what we say, well, let's just go look down here, back up in the top. Fired. Oh, it's getting hot. Too many fires. Okay? They do not support free speech and press and protest. No, they don't. No. We've already seen what happens to people that disagree. They're gone. Their free speech does not exist. So, the Purge is being admitted to, my lovely CNN business. Thank you for letting us know. What about actors? The Flash star Hartley Sawyer fired after racist, misogynistic tweets resurface. Let's look at these horrible things he said. By the way, this is not child-friendly, so just so you know, they are kind of tilted in that way. Hartley Sawyer will not be returning to Season 7 of The Flash. Let's see, because Warner Brothers and Bandy executive producer Eric Wallace said in a statement on Monday, in regards to Mr. Sawyer's post on social media, we do not tolerate derogatory remarks that target any race, liar, and go after white people all day long and Christians as well, ethnicity, liar, national origin, liar, gender, liar, or sexual orientation, liar, go after straight white males all the time, woohoo! Such remarks are antithetical to our values and policies. Off with their head, off with their head. You can have free speech as long as you agree with us, which strive and evolve to promote a safe and inclusive, productive environment for our workforce. There's nothing safe about a company that lops your head off because you disagree with either a fellow employee or your boss. No, that is not a safe environment at all. That is the definition of terror, as in terrorism, as in terrorist. You are putting terror into your employees. In a bevy of tweets, oh, nice word, bevy. It's because it's Fox News, resurfaced by social media users, some of which date back to 2012. That's 8 years ago, people. A span of a couple of years from 2014. Now, 35-year-old tweeted, "Here comes the not for kids. The only thing keeping me from doing mildly racist tweets is the knowledge that Al Sharpton would never stop complaining about me." Mildly. Oh, you can't even joke about not joking about them. That's what he did. He joked about not joking about them. Another tweet read, "If I had a wife, I would beat the heck out of her tonight." Huh, lots of laughs. It gets worse. And Sawyer also tweeted back in 2012, "Dozing off on my couch like a child molester, my brother." I don't even know what that means. Okay, but these are clearly hyperboles and jokes. These are no one would take these to be real. And if they do, they need to get help. The actor made a number of references to assaulting women. Oh, let's read one of those assaulting women, shall we? Date rape myself so I don't have to self-pleasure. Nice. That's how is that affecting a woman? He's a man. How is that affecting? He's a man. Oh, the purge is on, baby. No one is safe. Nope, not even if you're Plastic Man or Flexi Man or whatever they call him on that show. All right. Oh, kneel before the Black Lives Matter. Kneel. And while you're down there, we'll just lop your head off. It's very convenient, which is one of the reasons people are forced to kneel before their captors. Okay? Because if you don't, purge. New York Times, purged. And finally, let's end with this. Things you're not allowed to say, the lowlights of the new censorship. I'm just going to read their closing paragraph because I can. Polls show these opinions are ones with which most Americans agree. It's the Tom Cotton speech above that got the New York Times guy fired. Liberals don't want to change minds to have a debate. They want to banish the argument, the things that you're not allowed to say. And then they'll bemoan that we live in a fragmented society where people retreat to their bubbles. And they'll be shocked when the next election doesn't go the way they think. Is this evidence of having a discussion and an argument? Or is this kneel or we'll lop your head off? Is this an example of rational thinking that the guy was in his 20s writing dorky things that hurt no one? I don't like tasteless stuff like this. But it was clearly, I mean, unlike all those other things like Joe Biden, oh, you're not white, or sorry, you're not black if you don't support me. Oh, he was joking. Dude, nobody yells at somebody when they're joking unless you're Sam Kinison. And we've seen what happened to him. Huh. Okay, that was rude. Anyways, yeah. They don't want an argument. They just fire you. You're not allowed to even disagree. You're not allowed to even ask questions. You sure you want this to keep going on? Because it's getting a lot worse if people don't start standing up. If people don't start standing up, wakey, wakey, stand up, then you will kneel before Zod and he will crush your hand. We'll see you in what's left of our dystopian current future.